Hello, welcome back to Daniel's DIY channel. Today we're going to be making a window well cover. I don't usually do this, but we're going to give you a little sneak peek of the final project here. So I'm going to show you step by step on how I made this. So let's start measuring here. When I'm using just some old scrap wood, there's multiple things that you could use to use as a ruler here. So what I'm going to do, you're just going to set them on the edge of the window well here. You'll put it as far back as you want to have it, close to the house there. First we're going to measure the front here. So once you have the wood or whatever you're using on the rails, on the sides, you're going to measure the front. We're just going to put the tape measure right over top of this crossbar, or the front bar here. And we're going to measure, we got 47 inches across there. And then to measure the sides, what we're going to do is put one of your scrap woods in the front here, and we'll line it up at the corner. And then we will measure here. We'll measure just to the front of the board. We got 36 inches. You're also going to want to measure how tall you need it to be. So from the base of the window, so from the top of the window well cover here, we're going to go right above the window sill. So it needs to be 12 inches tall. And then what we're going to do is have 12 inches in the back to cover the window. And then we're going to slope it down to the front. So that's that. So let's go start cutting. Let's pick out the lumber. A good one. So here's what we're going to use for the top. Just a clear PC panel here. It's ridged like a metal roof. Yeah, let's grab some. Let's get started here. We have our 2x6s and our 2x12s. We're going to use one of the 2x6s as a guide for our cut here. So on one end we're going to mark right at the 6-inch mark here, and then we're going to angle it to the corner. That way, so it's going to be, one side of the board it's going to be the 12 inches, on the other side it's going to be the 6 in the front where it meets the 2x6. Let's get started. We'll mark one end here first. Then we will angle it. Alright, so we got our mark there. Go ahead and do the same thing on both of them real quick. Alright, we'll go ahead and start making our cuts. There we have our 2 angle cords. And remember, if you have little ones around, make sure you always take out the battery packs of your saws, or unplug them if you're using a corded saw. Is that cool, Madison? Yeah, thumbs up? Yeah, is that cool? So once we get our boards cut, we're just going to want to kind of rough fit them here, just to make sure they all line up. As you can see, this one's here a little bit long. So what we're going to do is just mark line here where we're going to want to cut it. That way it's flush here. And we'll also mark on the back side. That way it just gives us where we want to drill our holes. So we're going to pre-drill before we put it together here. So with those marks, now we know where the 2x6 is going to be sitting on the side planks here. So we'll be able to pre-drill those holes nice and easy. So we're going to line up our boards here, and then we're going to pre-drill our holes just so you don't have any cracks. Our holes pre-drilled. We're going to go ahead and screw them together now. Flip it over. We will put in our little brackets that are going to clip onto the window well. Alright, so what I'm using are these little clips here. I just found them at the hardware store. It's actually designed to be drilled into the wall, and this is for holding like brooms or rakes or whatever kind of stuff like that, handled stuff. These are the only thing I could find that would work. And these actually work really well. The window well is just the same size as like a broom handle. So it clips right on there and holds it nice and secure. We're gonna do two on each side and 2 in the middle. Clip it on. So then once you get the clips on, just bring it back over here and it'll just clip right onto the window well. You can see they're nice and secure. You can get it off if you pull on it or push on it from the inside. In case of a fire, you can be able to push out and get out of the house, out of the basement. But it's not gonna pop off with the wind, or any little babies that are out here won't be able to get it off and be able to climb in or fall into the hole. So yeah, let's get the plastic out here, and we'll get that lined up and cut that, and we'll be set to go. So if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So now we have our plastic. Let's get it lined up. So with how deep my window well is here, I'm gonna have to use 2 sheets. So if yours is the same way, you'll want to have the sheet that's in the back. It'll want to be on top of the sheet that's in the front here. We're gonna get that lined up. Go ahead and pull up the sheet in the front. It's gonna double it as much as we can. I don't want to have to cut the front. May as well have more reinforcement here in the middle, just in case a kid were to land on it, fall on it. But this is mainly being built to prevent little babies from climbing in, or to prevent kids from throwing stuff down in there. So once they throw stuff in, then they're going to want to jump into it. And this is about 5 feet deep with rocks in the bottom, so you definitely don't want a toddler jumping in or falling in. This will prevent that. So we're going to line up the side. I want to have about 1 inch overhang on the edges here. So we'll line up in the back. Push the bottom one in to where the top here is about 1 inch out. Lined up, we're going to take just a piece of wood or anything you have to make a straight line with. We're just going to mark where we're going to want to cut this. Scissors seem to make a pretty clean cut, so let's go ahead and use those. Got that side. Now we're going to do the other side here. There you have it, our DIY well cover here. Save you hundreds of dollars over having a company make it for you. Yeah, looks good. It's functional. It's gonna keep kids and stuff from falling in and throwing toys in there. I'm always worried that one of the little kids is gonna want to jump in there to get a toy out and really injure themselves. You got sunglasses for me? Thank you. So this will prevent that from happening there. It's also going to let snow and water out of that window well, which you don't want, especially here in Montana. We get a lot of snow, and that well is just going to fill up with snow, and then it's going to get on the side of the house and get into the basement, which we don't want. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, give it a like and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep watching my DIY videos. Keep on doing it yourself. Yeah, hope you enjoy the video. If you do, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get